Dawgs, what's going on YouTube world? It's Cruising Nation 3 coming at you again with another video. Welcome to the Dawg Cage, baby. Let's get into this, man. First of all, before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to the Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, and all these young guys that they got over that team. I made a video about this team earlier this year, giving them their props. If you want, you can go check it out. I bigged them up. I said this team got a future, and I like the things that they are doing with this team. Let's get that out the way, though. Dan Campbell absolutely blew this game. And before we get started, this ain't hindsight 2020 stuff. I was saying this stuff as the game was going on. This ain't the next day air where after I seen the game, I'm going off that and if they would have did this and if they would have did that. It's none of that. Since 2021, the Detroit Lions lead the league. And I think, 123, going for it 123 times, going for it on fourth down. I think the Cardinals and the Browns are the second, 2 and 3 out of those teams. They done did it 123. I think the Cardinals 109, the Browns 108. I think that's like a 52% rate. I think this year they converted on 52% this year. In their own territory, they done went for it 9 times, I think at 44%. So they got good percentage going for it. And y'all say, well, Cruiser, I like the aggression. Which I do like the aggression. I love the aggression. I wish more coaches would go for that. But that's a 50% chance. Now we got to understand down and distance, time of possession, when and where you go for that. It's spots on the field where you should probably go for that. And if you should go for it. If you down, you need to get some. If you feeling the momentum, yes, I understand that. Good. But that's still only 50%. So if I'm going to jump out of an airplane, it only got 50% chance of imploding, I'm not probably going to do it. Yeah, the other 50% of times, it might. You know what I mean? So, yes, I like the aggression, but it's a time and place for every single thing in life. Football prepares you for life. Believe it or not. You got highs, lows, peaks, valleys, momentum, no momentum, good days, bad days. It's life. It's going to teach you how to overcome adversity. You know what I mean? Teach you how to fight when you down. Say you're looking for a job and say you're looking for a job and you can't get it. Do you stop looking for a job because you didn't get that job? Or do you go out and pound the pavement some more and go look for another job? And if you don't get that job, you go look for another job. It's the same thing on the football field. If you got a defender, and I'm an offensive guy, their job is to stop me. My job is to get past them. On any sports, you got offense and you got a defense. So we have to be aggressive, but we got to also know when not to be too aggressive. And that's the problem I have with Dan Campbell. I get everybody. He been like this all year. You can't change the stripes. Yes, but the momentum of the game, you have to feel it. You have to have a pulse. And it goes back to the Dallas Cowboys game. He called a beautiful play. Beautiful play. It gets called back. We know the lineman situation gets called back. The lineman, the referees botched the situation. The lineman did go up to him, which we can see, and declared. We understand that. But after that goes back, you get pushed back. You go for it again. You get another penalty. You get pushed back some more. And your peanut brain don't tell you maybe we should kick the field goal. We lose that game. Okay, everybody, let them get a pass. We go to the playoffs. They beat a good Buccaneers team. They beat us. I'm a Buccaneers fan for y'all who don't know. They win that game. You get to this game, you go up 24-7. Then a lot of people saying, well, if Reynolds would have caught the ball, it would have been a good play. But it was still kind of a ball behind Reynolds. Reynolds should have caught it, but we ain't gonna say that. You take those points right there. You take those points, you go up 27-7. Now you got a chance. But other than that, you don't go 27-7. You 24-7. You let them go down, kick a field goal, and on the next possession, you fumble the football. Now they go down and score. You get a miracle where it gets tipped up and the joke end up catching the ball still, Brandon Ayuk, and the momentum just, the roof come off the place. And now you get down, and you down 27-24. You move the ball beautifully. You get down there, and you pass up on another field goal instead of trying to tie. You have to understand the momentum of the game. You didn't have it. Maybe if you kick those field goals, you give yourself some breathing room. Some breathing room to get rid of the distance. That's what it does. You don't give the other team hope. And if you play football, if you play any kind of reasonable sports, you will understand that momentum is a beautiful thing. You're not at home. It's not on your side. You got 80,000 people yelling at you. And you 4th and 2. 2 times. A drop ball, and then they disguised the coverage on you. Thought you was getting man coverage, and they peeled off and just tossed it over to the next guy. You got tricked on there. Jared Goff rolls out to the right, throws an incomplete ball, and now the wheels have come off. They drive down the field and put the game away, basically. And then another thing, coaching-wise, it's a minute left. You got 3 timeouts. What do? You run the football and have to use a timeout. So now you only got 2 timeouts. If you hold on to if you hold that 3rd timeout, you get the ball back with time remaining. If you get a stop, this was a complete coaching demolition. You demolished your team. I don't care what you did all year long. You completely didn't have a pulse. You didn't understand the feel of the game. You didn't understand the magnitude of the game. And this is what inexperienced coaching doing in the playoff moments. I don't care if you're playing Pop Warner football. What you do in the regular season is not what you do in the postseason. You have to get points. That's the key of the game in the postseason. Every point count. Every possession count. And you cannot drive the length of the field, get across the 50-yard line, get inside the 30, and don't kick field goals and just continue to go for it and not try to give yourself some breathing room. I know your players on the sideline was like, Coach, no, I don't go for it. Kick the field goal. Imagine you make one of those kicks. Now, if they do come back, you give yourself time to be able to make a play, or say you get another stop because of the momentum of the game. Y'all was playing so good. Y'all was playing so good up to that point. Yes, we had some drops. Reynolds had 2 big drops. J-Mo had a big drop in the end zone. But that's what happened when you don't play the game right. When you don't play smart, this is the stuff that happens. And down the stretch, you didn't play smart football, and the football did not go your way. When you playing smart football, good things happen. When you play smart football, good things happen. And yesterday was not the time or the place for that. It's a season for everything, y'all. It's a time to laugh, and it's a time to cry. It's a time for peace, and it's a time for joy. It's a time for war, and it's time for no war. It's time for death, and it's time for life. You got 2 sides to everything in life, and that's how you play it. And yesterday was the day that you needed to get points and not go for 2. Always go for it on 4th down and understand the magnitude of the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure y'all hit the notification button so you be notified. Where my dogs at? Catch y'all on the next video.